What if I told you there's a pump buried in your local forest that can push tons of water up 10 stories without a single moving part, zero electricity, and in absolute silence? That's not sci-fi. That's a birch tree in early spring. And right now, millions of them are waking up to perform one of the most underrated engineering feats on Earth. Let's cut open the bark. Inside that slender white trunk, pressure hits 3 atmospheres, higher than the air in your car's tires. Why would a tree need that kind of force? Because gravity is a brutal enemy. Every liter of sap has to climb dozens of meters, feeding buds that are still asleep. But here's the twist: this isn't just water. It's a living, molecular cocktail that scientists are only beginning to fully understand. Here's the science they don't teach in school. When the ground thaws, birch roots convert stored starch into sugars. That sudden glucose spike creates osmotic pressure, up to 3 atmospheres, shoving water up microscopic vessels called xylem. No heart, no battery. Just pure physics. In one daylight cycle, a mature birch moves over 40 liters of sap to its crown. That's enough to fill a bathtub in a week. But the real magic isn't the pressure, it's what the sap carries. As water filters through the trunk, the tree infuses it with organic acids, enzymes, and rare minerals. The star of the show? Betulin. That's the white pigment in birch bark. In microscopic doses, it becomes a powerful antioxidant and liver protector. Modern studies are testing betulin against viruses and even metabolic damage. The tree is literally sharing its immune system with you. And betulin is just the beginning. Birch sap contains malic, citric, and succinic acids, natural metabolism igniters after a long winter. Saponins and phytoncids turn it into a gentle antiseptic that cleans your kidneys and blood. Plus, xylitol, birch sugar, fights cavity-causing bacteria instead of feeding them. Name one energy drink that does that. But here's where most people get it wrong, dangerously wrong. Collecting birch sap isn't just drilling a hole and walking away. You're touching an open wound on a living being that's putting all its energy into growth. So rule 1. Never tap a young tree. Trunk must be at least 25 to 30 centimeters across. Rule 2. Location is everything. Near a road or factory, you'll drink heavy metals. True forest sap comes from clean soil and clean air. The technique is surgical. Use a drill bit no wider than 5 millimeters. Go only 2 to 3 centimeters deep, just past the bark into the active xylem. No hatchets, no gashes. And here's the most important step. After you collect, seal the wound. A dry twig as a plug or garden paste. That stops infection and lets the tree heal within months. Do it right, and next spring you won't even find the scar. Raw birch sap stays alive for only about 2 days. Then it clouds and turns bitter. But ancient wisdom found a fix: fermentation. Birch kvass, add rye bread, raisins, or roasted barley. Lactic fermentation turns sweet sap into a sparkly probiotic drink that lasts all summer in a cold cellar. Or go modern, deep freezing. Flash freeze sap in bottles, and it keeps 100% of its ionic structure. Thawed in July, it tastes like April. So here's what that birch tree is really telling us. Life doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It pushes upward against gravity using chemistry and pressure and time. And for 2 or 3 weeks each spring, the forest offers us a sip of that stubborn, silent power. Not to dominate nature, but to remember we're part of it. Drink consciously, harvest gently, and let the old giants teach us how to rise. If you made it this far, you're exactly the kind of curious mind we love. Hit subscribe, because every week we dig into the hidden engineering of the natural world. And remember, the best technology doesn't need a plug. It grows right outside your door.